Chosen one, what I'm about to tell you might shake your beliefs. It might even leave you breathless for a moment. But if you're hearing this message right now, it's not by chance. There's a reason, one far bigger than you can imagine. You were drawn here because something powerful is about to awaken in your spiritual life. It's as if the heavens themselves are reaching out, calling you to step into a mission that cannot be ignored. To turn your back on this might cost more than you're ready to lose. The Creator is selecting souls. Many will be pushed aside, disconnected from the greater purpose. But you have been set apart, marked, chosen. The world is moving into a time of cleansing. And those who aren't aligned with divine light will face serious consequences. But for you, something new is being written. Not just a change in your life, but a transformation of your soul. You'll begin to notice the signs, moments that feel like fate, dreams that shake you awake in the night, a deep sense that something huge is on the horizon. Before we go deeper into this life-shifting revelation, I need you to do 3 things right now. Like this video, subscribe to the channel. We're gathering a force of 60,000 warriors of light, and type 99 in the comments. That number holds a high spiritual frequency. It's a sacred code that resonates directly with the divine. When you comment it, you're not just typing a number, you're unlocking something inside you. You're signaling to the universe that you're ready. And if you really are one of the chosen, and deep down you know you are, you'll stay with me until the very end of this message. Even if your mind is still trying to figure it out, your spirit knows this is truth. What's coming has the power to change the course of your entire life, but it will only happen if you're willing to listen, open your heart, and align with the purpose you were born for. Those who aren't ready will be left behind, but those who embrace the call, they'll become flames of light, burning bright in the darkness. Now is the time. Can you feel it? That restless energy inside you that just won't let go. It's like something deep within is beginning to stir, a pull, a vibration you can't ignore, demanding a response. That feeling isn't random. It's the spirit reaching out, calling you, letting you know the moment of separation has arrived. This isn't just about what's happening around you or the chaos in the physical world. What's coming is a spiritual reset on a global scale, and only those who are rooted in their divine purpose will stand strong through the storm. Many will feel confused, directionless, but you, the chosen, will be led from within. The truth is, there's no more time to hide or delay. The world we once knew is shifting. A massive realignment is underway, and in this new reality, only those who are connected to the divine source will remain standing. Maybe you don't feel ready. Maybe you've convinced yourself you're not worthy, but remember, God doesn't call the qualified. He prepares those He calls. Time is accelerating, and so are the trials. The signs are everywhere, but most are blind to them. You're not. You've seen them. You've felt them. That's why you're here now. It's time to move forward with boldness and faith. Every step from now on must be intentional, clear. You're no longer walking a normal path. You're on a sacred mission, and this journey demands total surrender. In the days ahead, a spiritual divide will unfold. An invisible line will separate the awakened from those still asleep in denial, those who mocked the truth, those who lived only for themselves. They'll face days of chaos. But for you, this is the beginning of elevation. Your faith will shield you. Your bond with the Creator will be your strength. While others fall, you will rise. Not by luck, but because you were made for this. And don't think it'll be easy. The final test is coming. Even those who've walked years in prayer will feel the weight of what's next. But there's something different about them. And about you. They have deep roots, so do you. The moment is coming when your faith will need to speak, not in words, but through choices. You'll be asked to take a stand, even when it means going against the current. And that is the cost of being chosen. God isn't looking for the religious. He's calling spiritual warriors, men and women with pure hearts and burning souls. This is your moment. You will be tested, and the fire will be real. But if you endure, you'll live what others only dream of. The great shift is coming, but it will be wrapped in chaos. Still, you're not alone. Heaven is watching over you. Angels are surrounding you. And the universe itself is moving in your favor so you can fulfill your mission. Chosen one, listen closely. This isn't just another message. It's a warning, a call, a revelation. To ignore it comes at a cost. But if you accept it, what lies ahead is filled with glory. There's no more room for hesitation or second thoughts. You're being pushed into a new season, and how you respond right now will shape everything. Type the number 99 in the comments as a sign that your answer is yes. And if you've made it this far, it's because something inside you already knows. This isn't the end, it's the beginning of something sacred. Your spirit has recognized the sound of the trumpet. So now what? Now it's time to rise, because the chosen don't run from the fight. They face it with unwavering faith, courage, and the certainty that they're standing on the right side of history. The world is shifting. And you were born for this exact moment. You must be ready to stand tall when the winds of adversity come crashing down. You are meant to be a guide for the lost, a beacon in the middle of confusion. There's no more time to waste. The call is now. We are facing a spiritual urgency that cannot be ignored. This is your time to stay grounded, to be that spark of light in the thick of darkness, to be someone who shines direction and truth when everything else falls apart. Many will look to you for answers. Even those who once mocked faith, who chose to walk far from anything sacred, are now returning, hearts broken and searching for hope. And you need to be ready to speak the right words, to offer the comfort they crave, and to become the support that leads them back to truth. Your role is far greater than simply watching from the sidelines. You've been prepared your entire life for this moment. Now is the time to act on the faith you've been building, because that faith will be your foundation when the storm comes. Throughout history, humanity has witnessed great awakenings. Souls that wandered far from the divine presence, distracted by the noise of the world, are now starting to return. It's as if a new season has arrived, a season of reconciliation. And this return isn't driven by logic or reason, but by the breath of the Spirit itself. You will witness people who once rejected faith, who closed their hearts to divine love, now seeking redemption. It's not coincidence, it's purpose. God is calling and they're beginning to hear it. Some will come with tears, others will come quietly, but all will carry the same longing to come home. And you, chosen one, are part of this homecoming. Your mission is not to simply wait for them, but to reach out, to light the way, to be the bridge between their pain and their healing. You are a living part of a sacred mission, and the Creator is trusting you to help restore broken hearts. This isn't just an emotional return or a personal transformation. It's a divine alignment that's pulling everyone in, from those already on the path to those who never realized how lost they were. You need to understand, the chosen are not better than others. They simply answered the call first, and now it's your responsibility to help awaken those still spiritually asleep, to show them there is a way, there is hope, and there is purpose behind every breath they take. Those who've yet to encounter the presence of the divine need someone to lead them, someone like you. Your light will be the signal, your voice will be the invitation. This isn't about pointing fingers or exposing faults. It's about lighting sparks of faith in hearts that have been smothered by the weight of daily struggles. Transformation is in the air, and those who have been called must lead with compassion and truth. We are stepping into a prophetic time where every act of faith carries eternal significance. It's no longer about doctrines or debates. It's about love. It's about living with purpose, hearing divine guidance, and acting with boldness. God's plan is far too vast to be fully grasped by human understanding, but it reveals itself in the hearts of those who genuinely seek Him. And even those who once seemed far away are starting to feel something shift, as if an invisible veil is being lifted from their eyes. They're beginning to see what was always there: divine love, eternal truth, a personal calling. And you who have already walked this path, are the compass that can point them in the right direction. Do not ignore this responsibility. Do not underestimate the impact of your example. You are being used as a vessel for something far greater than you can imagine, but not everything will be easy. The faith at the center of this divine mission will be tested. Even those who walk firmly today may soon find themselves questioning, hesitating, even thinking about turning back. That's where the real difference will be made. Because the true, chosen one doesn't surrender to fear or doubt. They remain, they endure, they move forward, even when everything inside them wants to give up. The spiritual storm that is approaching will separate those who merely speak of faith from those who live it. There will be no shortcuts, no easy answers. But those who choose to stand firm, even if they must stand alone, will be upheld by a supernatural strength. And for them, there will be a reward that words cannot describe, a peace that surpasses all understanding, a purpose that transcends every form of suffering. This final test is more than a trial of belief, it is a call to action. Because faith without action is like a seed never planted, full of potential, but bearing no fruit. You are being called to step out of your comfort zone and into the battlefield, to walk with those who weep, to fight for those who have no strength left, to not only believe but to act with intention. The world will try to distract you, to convince you to quit, to follow the crowd, but your faith will be your anchor, and it will keep you standing when everything around you begins to collapse. No matter how fierce the winds blow, if you are rooted in God's purpose, you will not be shaken. You will be the rock many will cling to when the ground disappears beneath their feet. And finally, the greatest challenge, to lead. Not to command, but to protect. The chosen are the spiritual guardians of those who are still vulnerable. They are the shield between danger and the innocent. You were set apart, not just to seek your own salvation, but to be a refuge for others. You will be the shoulder many will cry on. You will be the voice many will follow. You will be the example that inspires hope in broken hearts. Your presence will be light in dark times. And yes, it will demand sacrifice. It will require surrender. But it is also the greatest honor anyone could receive, to be entrusted by God, with lives, with destinies, with sacred purpose. And He didn't choose you by accident. He knew exactly what you carried within. He shaped you for this very moment, and now the time has come to fulfill your calling. In times of darkness and uncertainty, when so many are lost and without direction, you are called to become a beacon. Not out of vanity, but out of purpose. You are not here by accident. There is a reason why you feel that weight in your heart, that urgency in your soul. God is activating something inside you, something you may not even fully understand yet, your soul. Role is not to grasp every detail of the divine plan. It is simply to respond to the call. And when you do, something powerful begins to unfold. You start acting with compassion, offering love when it's least expected, guiding those on the edge of despair, often without even realizing it. Every small action becomes part of a much greater plan. You are not just living by faith, you are being moved by it, guided by a divine force that works in silence, but with perfect precision. With every step, even the simplest, God is orchestrating a heavenly symphony through your life. Now is the time to take your stand. Doubt, fear, hesitation. They must all be left behind. You have been equipped since the beginning of time for this very moment. The power within you was not given for self-promotion, but to fulfill a calling that echoes beyond this world. And when you embrace that calling, something shifts inside you. An invisible yet mighty force begins to pulse. Your faith becomes action, your soul becomes direction, and what once seemed impossible becomes your new battlefield. But understand this, it's not about being seen or being praised. This is about being useful to the greater plan. The world needs your light now, more than ever. And you were chosen to be that light. So rise up with courage, with a heart full of faith, and walk forward knowing that every step you take is upheld by a divine presence that never fails. The time has come. Don't hide anymore. In a world constantly shifting and overflowing with seductive distractions, maintaining spiritual focus has become a daily battle. Relationships that drain, thoughts that limit, and fears that imprison, all of these must be left behind. There's no place for them where God is leading you. You have been called to a higher level of existence, where purpose outweighs pleasure, and mission is more important than comfort. Let go of what no longer serves you. Release whatever slows your journey. God has already prepared the resources. Abundance will come. But first, you must trust. Your faith is your shield. Your connection with the divine is your fortress as the world around you crumbles. This is not the time to live for yourself. It's time to live for the purpose. The call is echoing. Answer it with courage, because everything you've been waiting for your entire life is on the other side of your obedience. You are not here by chance. There is a calling pulsing within you, a mission that transcends personal ambition or material success. It's about touching lives, spreading divine light, and guiding hearts back into the presence of the Creator. When you begin to act driven by this higher purpose, your simple gestures become instruments of transformation. The true meaning of life is not found in collecting applause or climbing ladders of status, but in living in complete alignment with the heavenly plan. And that plan doesn't manifest with fanfare. It moves in the subtleties of your loving acts, in the comforting words you offer, and in the way your presence brings light into someone's darkest hour. The more you surrender to service, the more you will experience true success, the kind that can't be measured by wealth, but by the impact you leave on someone's soul. Every soul touched, every life restored, is a reflection of the divine purpose flowing through you, often without you even realizing it. As the spiritual clock moves closer to the final moments of this age, the signs will intensify. Mysterious disappearances in the masses, sudden changes in the world. All of it may seem frightening at first, but this is not about terror, it's about revelation. The great plan is already in motion. The awakening has begun. For those who walk in faith, this is a time of silent celebration. For those who have rejected the light, it will be a deep call to repentance. These signs are spiritual alarms, living reminders that the harvest is near. But God is not calling us to panic. He is summoning His messengers to rise and lead, not with fear, but with boldness and compassion. Today, the pulpit is no longer just inside churches. It's in social media, in videos, in podcasts, on every screen that reaches the ends of the earth. If once the word was shared in whispers, today it can cross continents with a single click. The chosen must take hold of these tools, not to promote themselves, but to amplify the voice of the Creator in a world drowning in superficiality. The divine countdown has begun, and the world will never be the same. The time to act is now. This is a moment of spiritual turning unlike anything seen in modern history. You are here now because there is a greater reason for your existence. A divine mission has brought you to this exact moment. This is not just about personal growth or evolving spiritually for your own sake. It's about awakening a collective elevation of human consciousness. We are witnessing the beginning of a movement that goes beyond appearances and dives deep into the unseen. A return to faith, to connection with the Creator, to the unfolding of a sacred plan happening right before our eyes. Though the world may appear to be collapsing, what we are truly witnessing is the birth of a new era. An era where you are a protagonist, not by chance, but because you carry within you a light that must be shared. You were chosen not because you are perfect, but because within you burns a strength many have lost, the courage to believe. That's why heaven is calling you now. This calling is not fragile, it's not fleeting. It is firm, direct, and it echoes in the deepest part of your soul. You know something greater is happening. That restlessness you feel is the whisper of the divine, asking you to awaken and step forward as a beacon in the midst of darkness. The faith you carry is not just belief, it is action, it is movement, it is decision. The world needs spiritual leaders who are aligned with true love and divine wisdom, who understand that purpose is not measured in personal glory, but in how deeply we can transform the lives around us. This is your moment to rise. The time has come to step into responsibility and walk with intention. You are a vital part of this great spiritual awakening. The era of simply existing is over. The age of the extraordinary has begun. You were crafted by God with precision for this very moment. It's no accident that you're here, carrying every experience you've lived, every pain, every lesson, every triumph. All of it has prepared you for now. But preparation means nothing without action. Materialism, distractions, and worldly vanity will lose all meaning as the trials ahead intensify. Your faith will be your shield. Your connection to the divine will be your stronghold. And your mission is clear: reject the ordinary, break free from spiritual mediocrity, and rise. To rise is to turn inward, to realign your priorities, to release what does not uplift, and to live fully in harmony with your eternal purpose. This is sacred work. You are called to live and lead by faith, to become a living vessel of God's love. The world doesn't need more noise. It needs you, awake, illuminated, and ready to fulfill the calling that has always been yours.